Welcome back for another small exploration hike. Today I'm over at Wickham Forest Reserve. This is Quincy Creek Road. This is on the back end of Logan Village and Jelbuilder. It's quite a bit of a busy stretch in the daylight hours. But we're going to go exploring today. Particularly, I'm going to go chasing caves. There's a couple of caves in this area. Now, they're not big and massive caves, but caves nonetheless. Quincy Creek Road, I park my car, generally speaking, up on the back end right there. There's a nice entrance here. And then, yeah, basically, you head up this trail. So I'll just show you a quick little sign that's over here. And this trail is, it says there's a Wickham Peak Trail. Okay, and we're going to be heading up to a peak. And it's a nice little lookout. The thing about Wickham, Forest Reserve here is it ain't no Binnaburra, it ain't no Lamington National Park or Green Mountains. This is dry Australian bushland. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful nonetheless. But you'll notice the difference. It's very, very dry. I want to look at some caves. I've been through here previously, trail running, biking it, and I've seen, and I've done a few videos on some of the trails. I want to do a fresh new video that shows you some of the caves a little bit more. As I go hiking and exploring, I prefer wearing some kind of gloves. A lot of my videos you'll see me putting them on. And it's not because I'm a big sissy or a namby-pamby, or maybe it is, but as I go exploring and climbing amongst rocks and things, I just like protecting my hands, especially when there's stinging nettles, or when there's lantana or just scrub to push through. So that's just my little tip for anyone that likes to go out and explore. Get yourself a cheap pair of gloves. These are like $3 or $4 off AliExpress. They'll protect your hands and save yourself from a few potentially dangerous situations involving cuts. All right, and only within 4 or 5 minutes of walking down this main fire trail, off to my left, there's already a bunch of different rock formations here. Now, straight up, I'm not saying these are caves, but these are amazing rocky features here, and it definitely is worthwhile coming and checking them out. And that's what we'll do right now. Let me show this to you. This is absolutely stunning. Check it out, Wickham Forest, people. And there's so much here. Like, this is just beautiful. Massive, absolutely massive. Let's go up here. Now there's so many multiple different trail options to go and explore amongst these rocks. Up on the ridge there, beyond the rocks, there's a trail, and that's the Wickham Peak Trail. It goes all the way to the top, and that's where we'll go, to the lookout up there. But honestly, straight up from Quincy Creek Road, this is already an amazing area just to come and explore. I know that I'm only going to scratch the tip of this massive iceberg of trying to find caves. We're just going to look, see what we come across. I know of a couple of locations where there were some pretty cool cave formations, but really, I don't know this place. I've only explored a 15th of what this place actually has to offer. Now, all along this whole escarpment, I can't see it from where I am, but there's potentially cave segments on the underside. Simply stunning. Amazing. You'll notice I've come across a trail up on the top of this edge, and we're coming ever so much closer to Wickham Peak Lookout. I really should explore a little bit more on the underside there, just to see what kind of, you know, if there's any caves there. All right, so I might do that. I might find a way down. There's a way there. Let's just have a look over here. I think down here is more doable. So, yep. Let's see what's around this side. Hey, there we go. Hang on. I can see a cave. All right. Now we're cooking with oil. Here we go. Is it? Not really, but still a cool formation nonetheless. And you know what? I've got some shelter. Staying here tonight if I get in trouble with the missus. Oh yes, okay, I can see a small hole in the rock, just straight up there. Oh, okay, here we go, caves. Holy dooly. Oh wow. Can you see that? Look how deep it goes. Now there's a lot of these, I think they're large, I don't know, mosquitoes, but that goes down, I would estimate about 8 meters. 8 meters deep. Who would have thought? Good thing I brought my trusty little helmet light. Let's check out this other one. There's another one here to the right of it. Oh, jeez. Oh, that is huge. What a huge cave. Humongous. I just can't get over the size of it. So, the location of these caves, look, someone's already found it and, I don't know, written something. Rats. Bats, I don't know. This is a little bit on the underside of Wickham Peak Lookout, which I haven't looked at my map, but it's somewhere just up here. How cool is that? Chasing caves. Let's keep going and find some more. Oh yes. Come on now. There's a nice overarching cliff, proving to be a very nice bit of shelter here. Look at this. I love this stuff, eh? Just coming out and seeing all these hidden little crannies and nooks. Now we're just underneath the lookout. I remember years ago when I was here, there used to be at the base of the lookout a cart. I mean, for crying out loud, someone actually drove up the hill and drove a car over the edge. So let's go have a look if this car is still here, still rusting away. Oh yeah, there we go, that's it. Now as you can see, you know, a lot of quality people probably, you know, come to the edge of the lookout here, have their fine beverage, and then pretty much just... So what's the learning lesson here? If you're into recycling and making money from aluminium cans, this is the place to come. There's tons of them. It's probably a whole 10 cents worth. Anyways, check it out. Next cave. I mean, You know, there's a few, like, I love this stuff. This is amazing. I don't love all these mozzies that are flying around. Can you see them? So what I'm going to do now is pretty much just climb on up to the lookout. And let's get a good view from up there. I really want you to appreciate this, because this really is worthwhile to come and visit. If you just want to get out for a walk, a little bit of an exploration, a small hike, even if you bike it here. This is not popularized. The locals know about it, but a lot of other people don't know it. And I hope you get an appreciation from watching this video today, what this place has to offer. So Wickham Peak. So this lookout is the highest point of Wickham Timber Reserve, and it really is worthwhile. Come up for a visit here, come and check it out. Come and check out the car, collect a couple of aluminium cans. Yeah, hope you're enjoying this so far. We're going to go check out a few more rocky areas where I think there's some caves. From this peak, you will notice out to the eastern side, they're pretty much called the Luscombe Hills. There's a big, I don't know, antenna tower. Now, I've actually gone there before, so this is one of my old videos, bit of a crazy one of my early day ones, but if you ever want to have a look, it's a little bit forbidden, but anyway. And I go right up to that tower that's up on that hill and check out all around the quarry there. It's quite fascinating. From here also, through the trees there, I might just jump over to this side, you'll notice, there we go, you'll notice Quincy Creek Road. So pretty much my car is parked down there. So all in all, it really is not a far distance to hike up if you want to see something cool, possibly in your local area. What we're going to do now is we are going to be heading down towards another lookout, and it's called Grass Tree Lookout. Over here, there's obviously some warning signs. Don't be this guy, be these people. All right, let's head towards Grassy Tree Lookout. If you look at everywhere here, there's so many of these grassy trees. Once upon a time, they used to be called black boys. That's a little bit politically incorrect. They are now known as grassy trees. Just another cool little pocket off to the east of the peak lookout. So I'm going down some trail I've never been before. It's not on any of my maps. I love this big tree, just in front of those rocks. Let me get up a bit higher. I think I'll get a better vantage point and an appreciation for where I am. So Grassy Tree Lookout is on the other side of this whole valley system. So for something interesting, yeah, I might make my way down and then up over to that other cliff face over there. Actually, it looks pretty nice. It's got ferns growing down there. I bet you it'll get really rough, but then and it should be a bit of fun climbing up over on the other side. Yeah, let's go down and check this place out. Now what I can see is someone else has been here already. How do I know? Oh, this is lovely. And there's a bit of water pouring down here. Oh, look at that. Then it kind of rolls down here. This might be like a little bit of a waterfall at the top side of it. So yeah, look. More mini caves over on this side. Far out. Here we go, another cave. But what you'll notice, each of these caves has a lot of these little mozzie type of insects. Still a nice cave nonetheless. Just bring the old can of Mortine with you. Now, I'm not that good with geology, so I don't really know proper names of different types of stones and rocks. I just call them rocks. So perhaps someone can tell me, without me having to type it into Google, what type of rock I'm looking at here. So I'm going down a section that honestly doesn't look like there's been any human traffic here previously. Which kind of makes it all the more interesting, doesn't it? Oh, this is nice. What's the best way? There's like this big chasm in between the two rocks up there. I want to go through it. That is pretty cool. Look at this. And I might slowly make my way to the top of the ridge, just so I can get a lookout for you of Grass Tree Lookout. Oh, here we go. So it's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, all these different crannies and nooks. Love it. So many different areas of shelter. All right, so I'm gonna climb up via a side access point. We'll get on up to the top of this lookout. Here we go. Okay, so I've been at it now for about 1 hour and 43 minutes. Today actually is quite a humid and muggy day, even though it's a bit overcast. But I had a bit of this electrolyte tablet, so I squeezed it in just to, I don't know, make sure I don't get dehydrated, even though I've got lots of water. Just from previous experiences on one of my videos, I kind of showed what it was like for me to get dehydrated, and I tell you what, it's not a pleasant feeling. Doesn't matter how much water you have. You know, I've come to learn that you got to replenish the electrolytes in your body, and so that was on the good advice of a couple of my local friend YouTube channels, and I really appreciate that advice. You know, particularly Andrew from Wild Donkey and Bat from I Seek Out the Trails, but two top blokes really recommended I start taking some electrolytes to prevent from getting dehydrated, and thank you for that advice. I really appreciate that. So I might slowly from Grass Tree Lookout start heading back. I'll go back to Wickham Peak, head down that main trail because you haven't seen it yet on this video, and pretty much back to the car. I only allocated about 3 hours to this hike, and I've got to get back and do a few things. I don't want to get in trouble with the missus. You know, I hope you've enjoyed a few of the things that I've shown you here today. Now, I just really want to stress, this is local. This is local trail stuff. It only took me 13 minutes to drive here from home, and I'm already out on an adventure exploring an area I've never looked at before. I've looked at Wickham Peak, I've looked at Grass Tree Lookout, but I've never explored underside the cliff edges there, and I saw some pretty cool stuff. I hope you agree. I've only scratched the surface. I've only looked at this southeastern side. It's crazy, and I already came across heaps of these little nooks and caves and outcroppings that hang over and provide shelter, and so I thought that was really, really cool. Now, I know there's a lot more upon the other side, the western side of Wickham Timber Reserve. There's heaps more. So this just gives you an idea. If you want to go chasing caves like I did today, and I've only scratched the itty bitty of the iceberg here, just imagine if you explored all around and just went down in those areas where not many people go down into. Give it a try. Don't be afraid. Don't be silly and do dangerous things, but you know, just do it carefully like I have been today, and you're going to have a blast just seeing things that no one else sees. All right, that's enough jibber jabbering. Pretty much going to get ready to go, and yeah, thanks for listening to me. Let's go. So to get back up to Wickham Peak Lookout, you just follow this fire trail. It's pretty easy. You really can't get lost. At the intersection, hang a right, and you'll see there's a sign here, Calatrix Circuit. That's what we're doing, and the Grass Tree Lookout, which is where, you know, we've just come from. So where I'm walking now is kind of where we started at the beginning of this video, starting to climb up the underside of some rocks. This is pretty much the top side of them. We're just working our way down to the bottom. There's a fire trail and you can kind of see it over there, but I'll be just following this main track, Calatrix track, down to the main fire road. And here we come to the intersection with the main trail. Someone's written here, look out. That's exactly right. That is the way to the lookout. So all we're doing now is we'll be sort of just following this fire trail all the way back to the car, and then that'll be us for the day. All right, so I'm going to call this video quits at this point. Once again, thank you very much for joining me on another romp around the Australian bushland. Hope you enjoyed it today. Thank you as always for watching. Really appreciate the support and the views. If you enjoy this content, then don't just watch it and leave. Say good on now, keep making it. And as always, if you're not subscribed, that's a click of a button away, isn't it? Thank you very much. Catch you on the next one.